Yeah, you might not want to eat anything while you're watching this movie. Alright, so in the tradition of October and Halloween coming up this month, I said I was going to dedicate this month to horror movies, old and new. So today I'm coming with a newer one for you, 2017's Leatherface, which is a prequel to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre made in 1974. Now, I've only seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1 and 2. I have not seen the other ones. There was a third one called Leatherface also. I think that was like early 90s when that was made. And then they did the Next Generation, which had Matthew McConaughey. But I skipped that one because I couldn't get past the box cover of it. Remember the VHS box cover where it was Leatherface dressed in like full drag with the chainsaw and everything and the nails, and it was too Twisted Sister looking, so I skipped it altogether because anybody knows me know I have a fear of Twisted Sister, Dee Snider. That scares me more than any movie I've probably ever seen. It's like a childhood fear of mine that just never went away. So, this movie, okay, this is supposed to be an origin story of Leatherface, so I love origin stories, and I was really anticipating this one because even though I'm not a fan of the franchise, I was interested to see where Leatherface came from. And I will say, I did not hate this movie, but I will say it was alright. It was alright. It was very ambitious. It doesn't play like a typical slasher film. Like when you think of Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know, you put it in the category of all the other slasher movies where there's a lot of body counts, a lot of blood and stuff, and there is a lot of gore in this movie. Like there's a lot of gore, and there are some parts that are gonna gross you out. That's why I said don't eat anything while you're watching this. But it's not really a slasher film. It's more like a road movie. Okay, I'm gonna keep the spoiler free. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I recommend watching it, but don't go into this expecting uh, a bloodbath because you're not gonna get that. It's a road movie. It's somewhat of an origin story, even though it really doesn't focus too much on the Leatherface character. It does, but then it doesn't. It's an origin story, but then it's not because okay, when this movie went off, I still really don't know who Leatherface was. Okay, it's a big twist at the end, and like I said with my 47 meters down review, a big twist can either make or break a film. And I feel in this case, the big twist was not the payoff was not good. To me, it didn't work. Okay, when I think of movies with twists that actually work, you think of Usual Suspects or Fight Club. You know, the whole Tyler Durden, um, you know what I'm saying, the whole Tyler Durden deal. Okay, those were good twists, and it actually helped the movie, it elevated the movie, okay, it made you think. This one here, not so much. I think the twist didn't work. It did kind of ruin the movie a little bit. If I go into what I did like about it, I like Stephen Dorff's performance. It's good to see him back again. It kind of went away from the cliche slasher movie type deal, and it did pay homage to the original Chainsaw, even part two. There were some shades of part two in there. And look here, I would have loved to have a grandpa scene. Like my favorite part in the first Chainsaw Massacre was when they were at the dinner table at the end, and they was trying to get the grandpa to hit the girl upside the head with the axe thing or whatever. And the dude kept screaming, "Get her, hit her, grandpa, hit her, hit the bitch, grandpa, hit her." I, if they had a scene like that in this movie, I think it would have really helped it. But there was nothing like that in here. Grandpa wasn't here a little bit though, and I thought about that scene when I saw it. Overall, it's worth watching. It's a rental. It's something that you would pick up at the Red Box or something. Not something that you would see in the theater. I wouldn't waste my money on it to go see it on the big screen, but it is worth watching like on a Netflix or something like that. You know, I'm gonna give Leatherface a C minus. Okay, because I did not really like it, but then I didn't really hate it. It's kind of like in between. It's not the worst horror movie I've ever seen. Like I can't even say it's a horror movie. Like if this movie, okay, I'm gonna put it this way: if it wasn't called Leatherface and I just went into this not expecting Leatherface, I probably would have really enjoyed this. But because it is part of a franchise, it's supposed to be an origin story, I feel like it just didn't live up to what my expectations was of a Leatherface origin story. Okay, so that's my grade, a C minus. Have you guys seen Leatherface? What did you guys think? Comment below, comment freely. Thank you for watching. As always, this is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.